So I have all shows that I could possibly review for this channel. The show that I'm choosing is Wingin It, so let's see how much it would take to order a Wingin It DVD. Okay, so far not good. That... Oh. Also... Sorry. What? Well, how else am I meant to watch it then? Well, let's just stick to the internet. So, the show Wingin It was this kids show about an angel named Porter Jackson who beams down to Earth to help teenage Carl Montclaire become popular at his school, Bennett High. In the show, we've got characters such as Jane Casey, who, well, the best way to explain Jane is that she's the best friend that Carl has, who is ultimately a genius. She helps with detective sort of stuff throughout the show. And eventually she discovers about the angel in training program anyway. Then you've got Dr. Kasabi. He's Porter's supervisor down on Earth in the form of a guidance counsellor at their school. He's accompanied in the first season by Dennis the Raccoon. And then you've got Alex, Carl's other best friend. He's... well, as they say in the show, he's Alex. He's very much the awkward character who does a lot of weird stuff that is often played up for laughs. You got Carl's mom and his sister. They're your natural kind of sitcom family in which ultimately they're useless. Becky loves to torture Carl. You've got Serge, and Serge is the school's prize athlete, their star athlete. He's tough, but he's very, very stupid, and most of the time he refers to himself in the third person. You got Brittany Hanson. She's the most popular girl in school. She's very rich, she wants to be very famous, and she thinks she's a great singer. That's up for debate, as in some episodes she sounds brilliant, but in some episodes she sounds awful. So, with that said, Carl is your average teenage boy, and it's kind of unbelievable that he's not popular to begin with, until you realise he's got like the worst luck going. He's a cool kid. He isn't hated by people in school, he's just not known. So when Porter, troublemaking angel in training from above, beams down and basically tricks his family into believing that he's Carl's cousin, that's where it all gets very complicated. Because Porter begins to use a lot of magic to help Carl become popular. The show actually starts out with Carl going into a basketball shootout at Porter's request. However, towards the end of that episode, Porter is told by Dr. Kasabi to stop using magic to help Carl win, because it won't help. It might help in the short term, but he won't. When Porter has to leave again, Carl will be screwed, is ultimately the logic behind that. In Season 2, Dennis the Raccoon becomes another angel in training called Denise. And it turns out that a few hundred years before the show, Denise beamed herself into the raccoon puppet and basically got stuck. Because if an angel beams into another object and can't beam themselves out again because the object doesn't have magic, they're stuck. However, she escapes using Porter's body swap magic, which, well, Porter was trying to help Carl ask out Jane after the events of Dramarama, episode 13. as Series 1. But in the process, Dennis appears out of nowhere, so Denise ends up in Carl's body, and Carl ends up in the raccoon puppet, and Porter just ends up being the one that gets left at the side, kind of trying to fix what he's done. So when Jane comes to talk to Carl about why he's acting so weird, she's actually talking to Denise. And then when eventually we have more body swaps, and eventually Denise shows up, like, in human form. So, ultimately, this show, it's brilliant, although the whole Dennis and Denise stuff doesn't line up if you actually watch the first season. Because, well, they treat Dennis like an actual raccoon at first, and then it turns out it's just a puppet, so I'm guessing that Dennis, when inhabited by a life form, turns into some sort of Basil Brush-esque puppet, you know, anthropomorphic. So, I believe that's all I have to say on this side, so guess we'll react to an episode of it. Now, if you want to watch Wingin' It today, then typically the best way to do it is to buy the episodes on Amazon. I'm not sure how many of them are actually on here. Let's have a look. Okay. All 3 seasons of Wingin' It are on Amazon, but only for the US. From what I saw, they're not on the UK site, so yeah, no. We don't have Wingin' It on our Amazon, but we do have the US version, and to be fair, if it's just Prime Video, it shouldn't be an issue to buy the US videos and stuff. I mean, it's like ordering stuff from US Amazon, so you just gotta bear in mind conversion rates. Either way, just thought I'd put that out there. Okay, so we are going to watch the first episode of Wingin' It, and as we watch it, I shall explain different aspects of the episode, such as characters I haven't already explained. Not all of the recurring characters are within the episode, but most of them are. Most of them are introduced here. We'll only watch bits of it, most likely. But other than that, let's go. I'm going to watch it on day.
And then what happened?
And then I asked Mrs. Lennox if I could read my history essay in front of the class.
You asked?
Yeah, it went over really well. How come I didn't see you there, Carl?
I got lost in the hallways and ended up in the boiler room again. Rough first month. Anyways, what'd I miss?
The usual Mrs. Lennox kookiness. She brought her cats in dressed up as historical figures.
Cleopatra was cute.
She must be the weirdest history teacher in history.
Ugh.
That's really gross.
Why does this always happen to you?
I think you're gonna have to use a hose and a stick again.
Come on.
At least you didn't fall in it like last time.
This has to be a mistake, Dr. Kasabi.
It's not, Porter. As an angel in training, you've been assigned Carl Montclaire. Case number 4450842.
You're only giving this to me as my first assignment because the boss is still mad at me.
Yeah, the whole infamous Mohawk while he was sleeping prank thing.
Everybody thought it was funny. I even saw you laughing.
As I was saying, if you want your angel wings, you have to make Carl Montclaire the most popular kid at his high school.
You'll never pull it off, Porter. This kid is totally unlucky. But there's no way you can make him popular.
You know what? I can make any kid popular. It'll be a cakewalk.
Okay. Carl Montclaire is all yours.
What happens if I need your help down there, Dr. Kasabi?
Easy. I'll be the school's new guidance counselor.
Great.
Good luck, Porter.
Nasty.
Here we go then.
Did you guys just see
Porter
that?
has arrived.
See what?
So
That kid just appeared out of nowhere, right on the street.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on, Carl. You want me to believe you just teleported here?
There was nothing there, and then he was here. I mean, who is he? And look, he's going into my house. Why is he going into my house?
one more shot. Let's give it everything we got. 'Cause if we get it right, we will surely conquer the world. Now we gotta
By the way, the intro was sung by the studios. That is what you heard most likely towards the beginning of the video because I used that there.
Who wants something to drink?
Yes, gobsmack juice.
Oh, turn the page.
Goes back to the recurring theme.
Is that girl sunburned? Or is that red paint?
Sunburned.
No. Oh, what about that one?
That's where Carl got stuck inside his parka. Still not sure how that happened. Taking a hand here?
Carl is such a dweeb.
Hello, I am in the room.
Oh, Carl, honey, you're not a dweeb. You're just a little unlucky.
Why does everyone keep telling me that?
So you don't think you're such a dweeb.
Because
Becky,
exposition.
apologize to your brother.
Sorry. I have to make fun of Carl. It's a little sister's job.
And you've been putting in a little too much overtime.
Okay, so this is the kind of recurring theme of the show where a character that's doing something at a time will be pulled aside and they'll explain it kind of... It's almost like they're off camera, but they're on camera. I don't know how to explain this, but it's certainly a good aspect for the comedy of the show.
What can I say? I love my work.
Hey, Carl. Nice to see you again.
And that's
Again?
Angela and Becky
Who are you?
Montclair.
This is your cousin Porter from Vancouver. You met him last summer.
I've never met this guy in my life.
Of course you have. He's your cousin. You know, the son of Uncle Whatchamahootsits.
Yeah.
Fun fact, they eventually give Porter's supposed dad a name. I will list the episode at some point where that happens.
Our uncle, the one who always did that
Car thing.
Right, and he had that big
Factory thing with the outdoor.
thing that went.
That thing sure was funny.
You know what's funny? I just saw this guy fall out of the sky.
And right into our laps. And until his dad's job transfer goes through, he'll be
Carl's
staying
looking
with
crazy
us.
right now.
So, why don't you show Porter your room?
And I've just remembered that I probably have to react to the entire episode.
Today.
Because,
that's where he'll be
well,
staying, silly.
this episode
I've been
is
training
literally full of
angels
all
for as long as I can remember,
exposition.
and I don't think I've ever met one as reckless as Porter Jackson.
Remember when he replaced your halo with that honey glazed donut? Now that was a delicious prank.
Took me a week to get the icing out of my hair.
Dr. Kasabi and Dennis.
Okay, you'll have to take the top on because I tend to fall out when I sleep up there.
Yeah, Becky told me you slept with a helmet till you were 9.
Okay, look, I wore that helmet because I was just really into hockey.
I'm slightly
All
intrigued
right.
as to why Carl has
Why
a
don't we
bunk
take the
bed
top
when
bunk down and just
he's the only one
rearrange
that's
the
in
room?
this room.
No. This is my room. It's fine the way it is. Took me years to get it like this, so.
Okay, Carl. Where should I hang my stuff?
What stuff? Oh! Where'd that come from? Okay, look, whatever. You can have half my closet space. I come home, all of a sudden I'm sharing a room. That's not right. How does that happen? Ah!
Do you like it?
Yeah. Yeah. I like what you done with the place. Oh, no! No, I don't.
Carl's
What is
freaking
going
out,
on?
and that
Why did
is
you trick
one
my
of-
mom and my sister? Because I don't have an uncle from Vancouver with
This
the
kind of
car
shows
thing
how
and the funny
brilliant
thing
an
that
actor
goes,
Dylan
which
Everett is.
apparently hilarious. What is going on here?
You should sit down.
No, thank you. I'll stand.
Surprise!
No, I haven't told him yet, Dennis. Get out of here.
Fine. If you need me, I'll be checking out their garbage.
That raccoon was talking.
Hey, I'm a raccoon.
Yes, he was.
Kind of like an angel's helper. Not exactly 100% raccoon, but I'm pretty close.
Who are you?
I'm your guardian angel. Actually, I'm an AIT.
An AIT?
Angel in training. I've been sent here to help you become the most popular kid at Bennett High.
Ooh, hook. Well, I hope you're not offended, but maybe you wouldn't mind proving it because you'll have to admit that's nutso.
All right.
Oh, Halo and Angel Wings.
Yeah, I don't get real wings until I'm a full
Demetrius Joyette is a pretty good actor as well.
Oh, I've seen that so many times before. It never gets old.
And then you've got Dennis just being... Well, Dennis is just conscious.
Bet you haven't seen that before.
By the way, you'll find out what my comment about Alex was about in a bit as well. I do believe you're
Oh, hey, Principal Malone.
Hey, Carl.
Here's Principal
You've got
Malone.
5 minutes to get to class.
Thanks for the heads up.
No problem. Hey, Tara, don't be late. Off you go.
He
to
explains
matriculate.
everything just by
Hey,
what he
you,
does.
No running in the halls unless you're being chased by a monster. Just kidding, there are no monsters. No, no, no. No cell phones in the hallway. Let's put those away. Seriously, let's say goodbye. Thank you.
See you guys.
Watch it, Sardine.
Surge.
Sorry about that, Serge.
I called Carl Sardine. Just came into my head. Pretty good, huh? Just like
He's
that.
honestly really,
Last week in gym class,
dumb.
Carl was looking kind of wiggly.
But
About an hour later, I was like, hey, check out the Carlamander.
honestly, all the
But,
actors in the show
it's
are
too late
really
because
brilliant.
he's home by then.
Except for a few that I'm going to get
Did
to
you know that
later.
you share your name with a famous monk? Ichabod H. Montclaire. Do you ever think about getting into monking?
Nope, but I will now, thanks.
Oh, good.
Isn't it called monkery?
Mrs.
Oh, no,
Lennox,
it's monking.
the one that they were talking about earlier.
Oh, hey, Jane. I gotta talk to you.
Make it fast. I'm late for class.
You're not gonna believe this. Take a look over there.
What? The new guy? Isn't he your cousin?
Oh, did he trick you, too? No, he's pretending to be my cousin. He's not, though. He's actually a mango.
I don't need to explain
What?
this at all.
No, a Jolakia. He's a Priakoya Sevaya. I can't say it. I am sure.
I'm thinking of having my name legally changed to Swish.
So my editor told me I have to write about Brittany's party.
Slow news day, huh?
She says gossip's the only thing keeping
we
newspapers
go.
in business these days. But
So-
it's a waste of my talent.
I don't know, man. I hear Brittany's parties are pretty
We're about to
sweet.
meet Brittany.
Give me a break. I am a
For the first
legitimate high
time.
school reporter. I don't do fluff pieces on airheads. I do hard-hitting exposés on crises in the cafeteria.
Yeah, I like the way you peeled back the bun on the contents of the sloppy joes.
Who'd want to go to her party anyway?
Yep.
There's
I'm gonna
another
go to her
format of the
party.
show.
Brittany
Wherever
thinks
something
she's
good
all
happens,
that.
they'll do
Just
this
because
weird,
she's really
oh
pretty,
yeah.
popular, and all the
And
boys adore her.
Whenever they
Okay,
do
maybe she is all
this,
that. And maybe I'm a
whenever
little bit
something
jealous.
bad happens, they do this really
But
weird, oh no.
I have one thing she doesn't have. This thermos. Brittany may be hot, but so is my suit.
Who is that cute guy? He must be new. I've got to invite
And
him
here's
to
the
my
problem
party.
with Porter's assignment.
2 minutes till the bell.
The minute he arrives,
Hi,
he
Principal
becomes
Malone.
one of the more
Hello,
popular
Brittany.
Hey,
kids in
if you need
school.
any help taking this new student to his class, I'd be happy to help.
Meanwhile,
Oh, that's
Carl.
Porter Jackson. He just transferred here. You
it's
can
going to be
take him
quite
to
difficult to
Mr.
make him
Nakamura's
popular.
class.
Sure thing. So, you're the new guy. Porter, right?
That's right.
Well, it's your lucky day because I'm, wait for
Wait
it,
for it.
Brittany. And
Yep.
I'm inviting you to my party tomorrow night.
Every time
Just
Brittany
think of it
introduces
as
herself
the
to a
welcome
person
wagon,
for the first
making
ever
you feel
time,
welcome.
she'll
Sounds like a lot of fun.
basically say, I'm,
I just
wait
need a
for it.
Yeah, walk with me, Porter. Oh, just fantastic. It's been one day. You already got an invitation. That's awesome. I can't say the word angel anymore.
You just did.
You know what I mean. You put some kind of spell thing on me, didn't you?
Well, I can't have you running around telling people I'm an angel. That's just not cool.
I wasn't running. I was walking at a brisk pace.
Listen, you're the only one who's supposed to know about me. If my secret got out, this just wouldn't work. I gotta go.
Here we go.
Hey, nice office, Dr. Kasabi.
Ah, look, it's a
Another
lovely
theme
breeze.
getting
So,
introduced.
you like being the guidance counselor so far?
It's not my dream job.
Well, maybe one day you'll get to drive a subway train.
Oh, until then, I have my fantasies. Clear the doors, please. Doot, doot. So how are things going with Carl Montclaire?
Well, he seems to be settling into the whole guardian angel thing.
Great. That's what I like to hear. So what are you planning to do about his popularity problems?
First, I'm gonna try and give Carl a confidence boost.
Well, don't forget this.
Ah, the angel textbook. Ah, light read, huh?
Like I haven't heard that
The angel
before.
textbook
Now,
will appear in
this book will
pretty
tell you
much
how
every
to
episode of
and
the
how
show.
not to
So,
use your angel magic. It's a complete
if you end up
manual for
watching
angels in training.
because of this video, which, let's face it, nobody will. Expect to see it more often.
You know how people say something is the best thing since sliced bread?
Here we go.
Well, what did they say before that?
This
did
is,
they just say,
this is
"Hey,
what I was
that's the best
referencing
thing since
earlier
bread"?
with my
Because your
comment about
life would
Alex.
be pretty boring if bread was special.
Alex is sort of, well, I guess you can say that he marches to the beat of his own drum.
Although he does know the name of every capital city in the world.
True, and he can speak Swahili.
I guess it's best to just say, he's Alex.
There we go.
Gotta go.
He's Alex.
Hey, Montclaire. Are you one of those people that hates sports?
This is a very Surge-heavy episode.
I don't hate basketball, Surge.
I do quite like them.
Why would you mock everything I hold sacred?
I really do not know what you're talking about.
I have it on good authority that you signed up for the basketball shootout.
I didn't sign up for that.
Sure you did, Carl. I saw you do it.
Look, don't listen to him, all right? He's a flying...
Hello, friend. You're welcome here. Ni hao. I've devoted a major part of my life to honing and perfecting my b-ball skills, and now it's lesson time. You and me, a basketball court, mano a mano, 4 o'clock.
I've got origami club at 4, yeah. See, we were meant to make paper cranes, but I'm getting kind of sick of it.
All right, fine, 5 o'clock. Mano
Yeah,
a
I
mano.
got it. Mano a mano.
Yeah, I know you got it. A mano.
All right, if I'm gonna make you popular, you need to be quiet about this whole origami thing.
All right, forget the origami thing, all right? I need to practice basketball.
Ready when you are.
I have been practicing for 2 hours, and I haven't gotten any better. I thought you said you were my guardian angel. Why would you sign me up for a competition I have no chance of winning?
Now I see why they sent me to help you. You need to have confidence here, in yourself and in me.
Yeah, well, that's easy for you to say, Porter. You're an angel.
Angel in training.
Yeah,
you know
well...
what you need? You need a pep talk.
Here's another recurring theme of the show.
Where am I? What just happened?
Hey, Randy, how's it going?
Porter, I should have known it was you. Is this the new guy?
Carl, me?
Randy Foy. You're in the NBA.
Yeah,
This is
bringing
incredible.
random people in to
Need some help
give
with
Carl
his
pep
basketball
talks.
So you want to learn how to do this?
And that'll bring me to a point later that I was discussing earlier, where I said that not all the actors are great.
Easy, Carl. There's one little secret. You have to believe in yourself.
Have you seen the size of my freakishly small hands, Randy?
Enough with the negative talk.
I
You
mean,
just have to go out there and do your best.
this guy isn't
Okay?
the best,
I'll try.
but,
Thanks, Randy.
you
Surge is
know,
gonna be here
he's
soon.
not the worst I've had
Okay,
either.
Porter. You better get me back. I was right in the middle of practice.
Thanks, Randy.
Believe in yourself.
Let the b-balling begin.
I don't know if I can do this, Jane. Any advice?
Sure, Carl. You have to bounce the ball on the ground when you're walking around with it. That's called dribbling.
I know you're joking, but honestly, thank you for the reminder.
Hey, considering you're gonna lose, would you mind losing so bad that it's worth writing a story about?
Now that I can do. Hey, Alex. Good to see you. Did you come to see me totally humiliate myself?
Yep.
By the way, a
And
lot of
I
characters have their own, like,
Hey,
theme,
Carl,
if you
get
haven't
over here.
noticed, like, their own little theme
How do you
song.
think Carl's gonna do?
I'm an expert in losing, and he's gonna lose.
Hey, can anyone see you?
Why, are you
Yeah.
embarrassed to be seen in public with me?
Well, that's a separate question, but you know what I mean.
Don't worry about it. No one can see or hear me. I'm in stealth mode.
How lucky for everyone
I don't
else.
have a single angel power, but I can make myself invisible anytime I want. I also have raccoon powers, like an incredible sense of smell.
Okay, Dennis
and
can
I
be
eat
quite
anything I
annoying.
want,
I don't know if I
except
mentioned that earlier,
jalapenos. They make me gassy.
but
Oh, excuse me.
Look at Porter, huh?
he's not
You've got to give him
permanent,
credit
trust
for
me.
jumping in as fast as he did. Most AITs take a few weeks before they really get the lay of the land. Not Porter.
Hey, Montclair, let's do this. You are going down.
I think this means I'm watching you.
You're going down. Carl, first to 21 wins.
I'm so dead.
Hi.
yeah, this is going to end horrendously, the way it's going right now.
That's not good.
That's not good.
Want the ball? Want the ball? Want the ball?
How does he deal with the humiliation?
He's been practicing.
This is so boring. I could be at the mall shopping right now or trying on clothes I don't plan on buying.
Hey, you know what you could do?
What? Should I do a cheer? That always gets everyone going.
Or how about this?
Only slight problem we've got is that this kid's girlfriend.
Whoever wins, you invite to your party. That'll get things going.
That is so cool. It would be like giving back to the little people.
Exactly.
Listen up, everybody.
That moment where Brittany calls Surge
Right in
the
the
little
back.
people.
I just had the best idea since bread. Whoever wins the shootout gets to come to my party.
And there's a callback to earlier.
Come on. What you got, Sardine? What you got?
Honestly. Does nobody else think this is suspicious? I mean, this is got to Sabi does thing. But okay, I've not even seen that in real NBA or anything. Not that I've really
Better not
watched
be
it.
steroids. What's the score?
20-20. Next shot wins.
What are you doing, Porter?
I'm helping Carl.
Well, not like this. What, are you going to follow him around his whole life, making everything easy for him?
I'm supposed to make him the most popular kid in school. That's what I'm doing.
You're supposed to encourage and give him direction. This is unacceptable.
All right, after this one last shot.
No. You're not helping Carl's confidence by letting him win. Your powers stop now. But no, you are cut off until tomorrow.
Come on, Carl. You can do it.
You got it, Carl.
Go for it.
Come on, Carl.
Yes! I actually won! That's a first.
I actually lost. At a sport. It's not possible. Yeah! You won it, man!
Way to go, Carl.
I guess I'll see you at my party then, Calvin.
Calvin, Carl, whatever, man. I'll be there.
I'll be.
Good game, Montclair.
Yeah, Brittany really doesn't know who Carl is until a lot later. Well, I say a lot later. Next episode she does. Because that's...
So you really didn't use any of your angel magic to help my last
This
shot?
episode is very Surge-centric.
That last shot was
The next episode is
Wow, I must say I'm a little
very
impressed with myself.
Brittany-centric.
You know, you're a good influence, Porter. Before you came, I'm not sure if Carl would have entered a basketball shootout or gone to a party.
Thanks, Mrs. M.
I still don't understand how you could have won that shootout with your tiny, tiny hands.
Yeah, well, having my cousin around
Well done,
isn't
Becky.
half as bad as I thought it'd be.
Thanks, Carl.
Have a good time, guys.
And don't do anything I wouldn't do.
What? You mean like don't show up to the party without my blankie? Ooh. Don't wait up for me.
Gotcha.
What's the holdup here? We've got a party to go to.
I thought you weren't gonna go.
Well, I'm working on an article for next week's paper on modern youth, demonstrating the propensity to...
Yeah, right.
Oh, who am I kidding?
Here
It's
we
gonna be an
go.
awesome party.
Oh, dude, do you think there will be a piñata?
There will be one.
So I cut out a little bit of it. I cut out a little bit of the episode, mostly because I don't want to get taken down. This isn't the only episode we're going to do, so I will see you in a minute. Okay, so another point I made earlier on is that not all of the actors were great. Here's an example of one. This is the finale of Series 1 of Wingin' It. So,
Maybe,
here
but
we
I
go.
can't act like I'm not suffering from stage fright. Can't you use your angel magic to take it away?
It's against angel rules. But what I can do is help you in a different way. Carl, meet William Shakespeare.
That looks nothing
pleasure,
like
Mr.
William
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare, and
Ah, Porter, I knew it had to be, or not to be you.
yeah.
That is the question, isn't it?
Carl's worried about performing in a play.
I'm not going to subject you to all of that. However, Dramarama is a recommended episode besides that. Okay, so... This is kind of a massive spoiler for the
Way to
first
go,
season,
guys.
but like, to prove my next point about the show.
See, Carl, the kiss was fine.
Yeah, it was totally fine. It was like kissing, kissing, kissing. I'll even make a party for anyone
Here we
who'll
go.
have it.
Oh, Oliver, you're free. You're the milkman I fell in love with.
And I'm not sour anymore. Wow.
This is a pivotal moment for the whole show because it sets up a load of future events. Okay, I'll see you with the next part of this in a moment. Okay, so now I'm going to explain Dennis to you.
Strike thee twice. Boing, boing.
Yes, that is the Dennis puppet with him.
That's the lamest show I've ever seen. And look
And
how
that
disgusting that
is
raccoon
Denise.
puppet is. It doesn't even look real.
Oh, come on, Denise. It's the middle of the 1400s. Humans haven't advanced as far as they one day will.
Why did I have to do my AIT training during this stupid age?
Now listen, I have to go upstairs for a couple of hours, so you just try to fit in. And when I come back, I'll take you to your assignment. I hear you're going to be a milkmaid.
Boing, boing, boing! Ow, ow, ow!
This is so lame.
I shall strike thee thrice. Boing, boing, boing.
Here we go.
Hey, bozo. People watching this show still think the Earth is flat, and they're not even buying your drivel. You want to hip it up, maybe? They're always going on about how an AIT isn't supposed to do inhabitation magic. Too risky, too advanced, too blah, blah, blah. Rules are made to be broken, especially when breaking them is so much fun.
Puppet!
It speaks.
I'm really going to have fun down here.
Freaky doodle fun.
Oh, I better get out of this puppet. Like I
And
said,
that is how
freaky
Denise
doodle.
became Dennis in the first like
Denise.
season of the show.
Dennis. Denise. I remember now.
I've been trapped in this lousy, stinking body for 600 years.
You see, you remembered. That's great.
Woo! Whoa!
This episode
Emphasis
is
on
weird.
big.
I'm good. Nice job, Porter.
I switched 3 people this time. That's pretty cool.
Focus, Porter, and try it again.
All right, all right. Here goes.
Yeah, it's a body switching episode, so
Testing. Testing. Oh, boy.
Hey, I said I was good.
I'm trying here.
Well, try harder. I'm stuck back in this fur bag again.
I don't know how much I got left in me.
Well, I think I speak for all of us when I say you better have at least one more in you.
All right, all right. I'll give it a try.
Hey, I'm me again. Denise! Is everybody all right?
I'm me.
Great to have you back, Carl. Dr.
introducing
Kasabi?
Denise to the actual main cast of the show as well.
Toes, 0 tails. I'm back, Dr. Kasabi.
It's so good to see you again. Carl, Porter, this is Denise.
Nice to meet you, now that you're not me.
Wait, where's the puppet?
Oh. I'm gonna miss the little guy. Not so much.
Here are all
Okay, so if there's any more episodes that I need to explain like small aspects of, which actually there is, I want to bring up the ships of the show. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so
Convince you.
nothing.
No,
this
no, no,
is-
you hesitated.
This
There's
is one
something.
of the main
Come on,
ships
tell
of
me.
the show, and most
Okay.
of them really do just revolve around
I
Carl. In fact,
want
think
to
they
see
all
you
do.
dance. Dance is an age-old form of nonverbal communication. I'm curious to see what message is communicated by a desperate guy in his pajamas.
Dance?
You heard me. Dance. Here, now.
In front of all these people?
We're all waiting. Come on, shake those hips. Shake them good. Not much communication, but still fun to watch.
Is this really necessary?
As necessary as you eating a platter of eclairs?
Wait, what?
The eclair is a custard-filled pastry that originated in France in the 19th century. Very tasty, very messy. Eat, dance, repeat.
It's a wonder nobody ever knew about that magic stuff.
And now a dash of yodeling. I don't know a thing about yodeling, except that it goes great with dancing and eclairs.
Yodeling!
Keep up the yodeling, and keep shoving those eclairs in your yodel. Carl Montclaire, dancing, eating eclairs, and yodeling equals cute.
Yeah.
Will you help me now?
See?
One
this
more
is
thing.
weird.
What?
You have to take me on a date.
No. Fine. But there will be no yodeling, there will be no dancing, and we are not going out for dessert after.
Fair enough. What's the plan?
I'm not giving context for that episode. You'll have to watch it yourself in order to understand. That is All Lizards Go to Heaven Part 2. It is a brilliant episode. Both parts of All Lizards Go to Heaven, they're brilliant. It's very... It's not the sort of thing I'd expect from Wingin' It if I hadn't already, like, seen the whole show. Okay, moving on. So, when it comes to Wingin' It and the characters that are in the show, one of the teachers whose name escapes me... Give me a moment, just gonna find his name. Mr. Nakamura. His actor died last year, unfortunately. He's a maths teacher, but he's only been in a couple of episodes. I believe he was in the quiz episode that they had. And I can't remember the other one. You've got Mr. Telson, the really angry teacher. He hates everyone, but he also... It's shown that he does have a heart, and that he does care about the students in at least a small way. So, you've got the coach, who you saw in Basket Case. And then you've got Mr. Dolby, who, well, in the episode Without a Paddle, Mr. Dolby's weirdness really does get shown off properly. Because his scientific knowledge is used to explain the situation that Carl ends up in. Because Carl ends up stuck in the slowed down world. You got Miss Stern, one of the angels from heaven. She hates Dr. Kasabi. She thinks Porter's way too reckless for his own good, which... not entirely wrong, is she? You've got the Stern sisters. Now, the plot twist with them comes at the very end of the show, and I'll save that. I've purposely avoided discussing Live and Let Fly. Yeah, the stuff you'd expect to happen actually happens in the episode, but it's a good one to just watch. So, other than that, you've got... I don't think there's anyone else. I mean, Denise is also a brilliant character. Her relationship with Carl, the dynamic they have, it's brilliant. But also, they have to break up because of rules about angels and humans dating. Which, that's unfortunate. I loved their relationship. It was brilliant. It was exactly what we needed. But then in Series 3, Carl and Jane get together. And that's just... it feels forced. Like, I'm happy for Carl that he got with the girl that he wanted to get with. But I'm also under the impression that when they get together, it's just kind of... it's not right. They don't fit as a relationship. They're best friends. But it's not like her feelings for Carl came out of nowhere. The episode Practical Romance details how she ended up falling for him. Honestly, this sort of off-the-hook talking is exactly what gets... This is exactly why nobody watches me, but... Let me think what else we've got. Shakespeare wasn't the only historical figure to show up in the show. We also had Charles Dickens in the episode about, In the episode, Brittany and Serge have to learn about Oliver Twist, or else they'll fail their class. And if they fail their class, they have to drop a bunch of school clubs, and it's Brittany and Serge. The school clubs they're in are their lives. Like, for instance, the Frenemy Club that Brittany establishes in one episode. The episode features Jane trying to take it down from the inside. So, yeah, I'm not sure what else there is. Honestly, the entire show is just brilliant, and I do recommend watching it. I will say that at times it can be a little bit stupid, but when it comes to a kids show, you'd expect that. And the stupid lessens a bit when Dennis leaves the show and becomes Denise, because Denise is very much a down-to-earth character at times. And although her first full episode is as a human, well, an angel again, see her still holding on to some of Dennis's habits, such as running through like rubbish and stuff. Denise grows into her own and becomes one of the better characters on this show. And that's saying a lot, because I actually like all of the characters. I was looking at some reviews, and honestly, people generally agree that Brittany isn't the cheerleading cliche that everyone hates, because if she would just discount Hannah Montana or whatever, I wouldn't be able to stand her. Yet, she's just the right level of airhead and just the right level of down-to-earth human. Alex, every sitcom has like, every sitcom has a stupid friend. It began with both Joey and Phoebe in Friends. And then the Basil Brush show also had Madison and Steven as the stupid friends. Meanwhile, Alex is the stupid friend here, even though, scientifically, Alex is brilliant. Serge, he's also stupid, but he's incredibly good at sports. There are some episodes where they mix up the formula a bit, and it is very much breaking the fourth wall, sort of mixing the formula off. The show's very self-aware of the fact that it's formulaic. And Brittany, for instance, in the episode At Home by Myself with Carl, the Series 2 finale, when Jane talks about having learnt an earth-shattering secret that she can't reveal because she promised a friend, Brittany blatantly calls herself shallow when trying to make a point. And she's not the only character to have done this. There was another one, if I can find her name. Okay. Linda. Yeah. Linda is the other character that called herself shallow. Because in